Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. It is just such a nice day. I came out and I received a beautiful batch of clear quartz that I'm grading. But first I'm letting it come out and be in the sun, get some sun, soak in those light codes. But if you love quartz, clear quartz, beautiful quartz, I just wanted to share them. They are so beautiful. These clear quartz come from Pakistan. So I've just been grading them. I'm on my last bag. Figured I'd share them with everyone. Ooh, this one's pretty. I love all these little sugar crystals right there. You okay, Fiji Lou? What'd you eat? My dog just vomited. Poor girl. This girl. Ooh, this one has a little bit. This is a really pretty one. This has chlorite in it. Some chlorite inclusions. I like it because the matrix is flat and there's the main crystal structure and then there's a little offshoot right here. I know there's a technical name. I just don't know. I'll have to look that up. That's a good learning activity for me today. Oh, wow. I was looking at it through the camera. I just realized it's all crystals. So there's definitely a chlorite inclusion. There's a main crystal, then there's a crystal growing off that crystal, and then there's one growing up. But I love the chlorite in there. And right above that chlorite inclusion, there's a lot of rainbows. I don't know if you can see that, but what a stunning crystal that is. That's pretty. Are you okay, girl? Don't eat anything off the ground. You should have already learned your lesson. Last week, we had to take Fiji Lou into the vet. Fiji Lou is my pit bull girl. What are you putting in your mouth? She ate something. So I live really close to a marina. And, you know, there's always like seabirds flying in the marina. We have everything from hawks. We saw a bald eagle. There's so many kinds of like seabirds and water birds and seagulls. And there's a lot, and I live in between the rivers. So there's a river on each side, and I kind of live like on the peninsula in the middle. And we only live one street away from the actual marina where a lot of the birds go. And they catch their fish, and I think they dropped one either in the field that we bring her to play in. But we spent last weekend in the ER with her because we didn't know what it was. At first we thought it was like, I have chickens in my backyard, and we thought, okay, one of the birds of prey came down. It looked like, in her cheek, it looked like this, right? But it ended up being a stingray barb. So it's crazy because like it went through her gum. It was like, here's her gum, like here's her outer cheek, and it was like, and it was all caught in there. So anyway, we had to have her do emergency surgery at the vet. So very, very grateful for our vet. But even the vet said it was super hard. She had to go into the jawline and the gum because it was through her gum, like so close to the jawbone, and then out, literally out her cheek. And it seemed like you could just pull it out of the cheek. So when we were at home, unfortunately, we didn't know. We looked, but that's how we tried to get it out. And the reason we couldn't, if you look up stingray barb, it's like a barb, and then it has all these little offshoots on it. So it was a very intense last weekend with Miss Fiji Lou at the vet. It was a couple $1,000s for her emergency surgery. That's her second emergency surgery she's had, this poor little girl. Yes, Fiji Lou, I'm talking at you. She's looking at me like, Mom, you're talking about me. Hello, hi, welcome in. I am grading some of the clear quartz that have arrived. These are clear quartz from Pakistan. They're absolutely beautiful. Some are golden healer. Some are really just like unique pieces. Like, I hope that the lighting is good. I'm sitting out on my back porch, but some have just like amazing uniqueness about them. I love this one. Look at this one. I will have these listed online soon. If you are a jewelry maker, a wire wrapper, I have a lot of little pieces too, which would be great for necklaces. So that's good. I'm on my last bag. There's some really insane chlorate included quartz, and then just like really super glassy, lustrous, clear quartz. This one's so special. It's got a little attached rider crystal on there. I like them to, when I get them, I like them to get out and get in the sun. Sometimes I take them to the beach. I live in between the two rivers, but then I'll take them into the ocean, soak them in the salt water, give them a salt cleanse, just like we need sometimes, right? Ooh, this one's cool. Ooh, I've never seen one like that. So, oh, this is super cool. This is interesting. So this one is a male crystal. The male crystals have the flat top, you can see. That's not carved or polished that way. That's literally how it came out of the earth naturally. And then you can see these two rider crystals. They're twins. They kind of mirror each other at this face, at this edge face of the main crystal. So they're like little babies, but they're individual. So this one is not the same as this crystal. So this is a crystal and this is a crystal, but they touch, but they don't exactly follow the same face line of the main crystal. They have their own face line, and then it goes off at an angle right here. There's a flat angle curve, not curve, but straight line. And then it goes up, and then it almost matches the same face as the main crystal. So that's very cool. I've never seen one like that. That's super unique. It's pretty. I have to remember to look at it before I start looking through the camera too, because on one of them, on the chlorate quartz, I was looking through the camera and it almost looked like the matrix. I thought the matrix was like not quartz. I thought it was like another, I can't think of the name of it, but I thought it was like another material. And then I looked at it and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, so this one is just fabulous. There's a lot of crystal structure growth going on here. There's a mother crystal down here, and then there's one growing off. And then this one, and this one has chlorate inclusions in it, and so does this one. I don't think there's any on the, see how the mother crystal's kind of like been broken off? This you would think was maybe the main crystal, but I don't think so. I think this bottom piece formed first. So I have to look at it because the sun is really bright out here. And I'm hoping that I just did my first live on YouTube. Hi, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Thank you for spending your time stopping by. I appreciate it. But I just did my first live and I just did it super quick. I had a lot of stuff going on. I was just so excited that I was able to go live. So I was like, oh, let me check the resolution quality, because sometimes I've been posting on the YouTube a lot lately. I've been making little shorts just from my regular iPhone, and I was going back and watching it. I mean, getting great views. So thank you for everyone who likes, shares. Thank you, Stone Gypsy family. If you're not following on Facebook, we are on Facebook as well. It's Stoned Gypsy Crystals. On Instagram, stoned_gypsy_collective. My name is Morgan. Crystals I'm deeply crystal passionate. I have been doing crystals since I was a little girl. I can honestly say I've been a rock hound since I was little. And I was brought into like gemology and geology at a super young age, about 8 years old. I was given a geology book, and a friend of my parents that was a jeweler he had a crystal shop, jewelry shop, and a crystal mining with, like when you go mine and you get salted rocks. And I used to help him out in his shop in the summertime when I was little. And he used to tell me, okay, Morgan, you can have whatever crystals that you find that are left over in the flume, but And you have to remember, I was a little girl. Like, I wasn't like an adult with like study habits in the summer. He said, but you must tell me the Mohs hardness scale and what type, is it a quartz? You have to let me know like what type of stone it is. Is it a semi-precious? Is it a precious stone? So I guess, that was his way of educating me. And we would go over all the different structures, the lattice structures. Of course, everyone, or I think most people who love quartz knows how quartz grows. And then we would get into cool things like stalactites and stalagmites and other formations. Ooh, this one's really cool. I really, really like this one. Ooh. Oh, wow. Here's another. Wow. Okay. So on the back, if you're metaphysical with your crystals, there's all kinds of, what's really cool about quartz is, start off by learning the structure of quartz, how quartz grows, right? But look at this. This has a key in it, and then there's a crystal piece there. But the key, which used to be a crystal, so it's like penetrating, which they call a manifesting quartz, but that crystal is no longer there. It broke off. And then you got two little rider crystals here. So cool. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. I'm just going through some beautiful clear quartz that has arrived. Here's one. This one's really, really clear. Look at this. And then I was explaining earlier about the male quartz. Here's a really cool example of a male quartz. So these are natural. These aren't carved or polished. And you see how this formation on the top is flat? This is the male. Let me find a good example of a female quartz. Okay, and here is a female quartz. Hi, kitty. What's the kitty doing? Was that a bird or the kitty? Oh, I think that's a birdie, Fiji Lou. Okay, so this is a male, and that's a female, and now you know. I hope every time you hang out with me that you get to learn something cool about crystals that you might not have known or heard about. Ooh, this one's beautiful. What is that, Fiji Lou? That sounds like a birdie, but I don't see it. This one is so beautiful. Wow. And then the red that you see on there, that's just iron oxide. That could be cleaned off even more if it was put into an acid bath. But I just got these. I'm just unpacking them, letting them get some sun. We look at this one. This one's really cool. Thank you for the likes. Thank you guys for stopping in. I hope you all are having a happy Sunday, doing something that you enjoy doing. I know I am. Just a few more to go in this bag, and then I'm done with this batch. And I'll do a full scan, a full table scan at the end, and then eventually every one of these will be photographed. It's so interesting how much our day-to-day, is that my chicken? Are you gonna come over here, chicken girl? How much our day-to-day lives rely on quartz crystals. Quartz is in everything. Just about everything. And this one's cool. So that's it. That's That's the crystal shipment that came in. Oh, this one's like, show me. I hope that soon, I should do announcements before I go live, that I hope that soon when I go live, I'll be able to give you guys deals before I list them on the website. I always do that in the Stone Gypsy social group over on Facebook. So if you're not following along there, join there. There's a Stone Gypsy Facebook page, Stone Gypsy Crystals. I post a lot there, and then I post special things into the group. So maybe it's not something you're into, but maybe you know somebody that loves crystals, or you like to buy them crystals. I am home of the crystalgram. If you don't know what a crystalgram is, it is just a way to spread happiness and cheer, just like flowers or chocolate, but doing it with crystals. And you can do a crystalgram at any budget, and you can put a little special note, or you can DM me directly. You'll deal with me directly. I'm the person who gets all the emails. So if you want me to like handwrite something special or brighten someone's day, you can do that. I have some really great on the next live I do. I'm going to show all the eggs. I have bunnies and Easter eggs for the Easter baskets, and I'll do a little quick scan. I'm going to hop off here and go over on TikTok. So thank you guys for stopping by, hanging out, spending some time with the crystals. I appreciate it. Ooh, this one's got a little, they're all so special. Each one has something, just like people, you know, each one is so unique and has something special about it. I always think like, oh, I love this certain kind of crystal or that. And then I always ultimately go back to clear quartz. It's what probably started my love of crystals. What are the chickens doing, Fiji? Come here. Don't scare the chickens. A little last table scan. All the crystals are getting sun. All right, thank you, you guys. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll be live later. Thank you.